Res-
Got it. This is where you take 4 kids, 3 animals, 2 careers, 1 boat with a whole lot of reality. Welcome to Cruising Resurgence.
We're heading into the disappearance zone. Men go in, but they don't come out. So ladies, you hear men complain constantly about, do I have to go to the store with her and stand and watch her try on that dress for the 100th time? Do I have to go with her to look at shoes again? Let me tell you, there has been no drama in the world like a man inside a hardware store looking for power tools ever. Case in point. What you looking for, honey?
Sander.
Sander? How many Sanders you looked at, honey?
Couple.
What else you looking for, honey?
Driver.
Driver? What else you looking for, honey? What did you find?
This is what you need.
Congratulations, thank you.
Yep.
So we've been here for about a cool hour at least, and we're still looking at the same tools. Yeah, don't ever complain about me looking for shoes.
Actually, we've moved down a little bit. We're looking at different tools. We'll be another 3 hours.
See, he knows. He admitted it.
It's a big store. It takes some time.
Yeah, so...
Northern Blue yet?
No. No.
Thank you. We can cross that one off the list. Yay, thank you.
Go.
Oh my God.
We're here with Fred today. This is Fred, and Fred has been restoring a 40-foot sailing vessel that he's been working on for quite some time. So Fred, how long have you been restoring your boat? Yeah, we thought about that long. Us too.
Century. Columbus spent 8 years of his life bought a half a share in this ship as well. He made 2.5 successful. Our Nina today has logged well over 500,000 miles since 1992. Been to the Panama Columbia on each of those trips. Okay, she's been coast, Great Lakes, Midwestern river system, including the
Whenever it's in the middle, you're running straight and true forward.
This is Nina's tiller.
Hey, how are you? We can all gather in.
it's like way early. You're getting the rough version of me today because we did not have time to get around and do much of anything. We are headed out early because they said the H word, and Darren, went into hyper mode concerned. He's been up most of the night watching the weather reports and stuff because Sally evidently is turning into something a little more serious than what we had thought she was going to be, and there's a possibility that she may come over us. We don't know yet. So that has launched us into getting different fenders for the boat.
Don't want to play bumper boats.
Don't want to play bumper boats. So we are taking some of the stuff that was on the deck back to the boat. We had started our wiring project, so we're going to see if we can get a little bit of that. We're going to test some of the wires. Nick went and got some sealant to go around the hatch because remember that was a problem. We're looking at replacing the plexiglass in it, but for right now we're going to work on just sealing it a little better, and then make sure everything is battened down for the possibility. Remember, the last system that came through did not affect us at all, so hopefully that will be the case this time as well. So we will see you when we get to the boat. Yeah, I can't hold the phone steady. All right, I will see you when we get to the boat. Bye. All right, Nick, what are you working on?
Changing this to a different kind of gasket because this one doesn't work.
So what are you pulling out?
The old gasket, it's crap. It's done. It leaks.
It leaks.
It doesn't want to come out.
And we have a nice little storm that we think may potentially actually hit us this time, so we definitely want that to be sealed, right?
Oh, I think so, but it's all your call.
Is it pulling out?
It's being a pain.
So you're just going to pull the old gasket out, and then will it be easy to reseal?
That's the hope. But this one's probably been here since '78 when the boat was built, so we'll see.
Did it melt down in there?
It's no, it's just it's got a track that it falls in, and then it's also glued in, so it's very, very tight in there, and
You know the
after
problem,
70
right?
years it's not wanting to come out.
The problem is the gasket's older than Nick. So you know what they say about older, so it's going to be more stubborn than you.
Something like that.
That's pretty funny.
About accurate. But I got just a little bit of practice in the world.
There it goes.
Yay! Turns out Nick was more stubborn.
And it's actually good we got these out because we can check.
Yeah, polish.
Alright. Woo! That was about toe. Alright. Yeah, I need that. While we're at it, we probably want to check these screws to make sure all the caulk's good and still sealing around them. You alright?
Yeah. Got that stuff there.
Yeah.
Darren's gonna fall off this dock one day, and y'all gonna get to laugh at him.
We don't have any caulk with us today, do we?
I'm not sure. I may have marine caulk
If you've
on
got,
the boat.
If you've got some, let's go ahead and just kind of seal around some of these screws.
Actually, I don't. It's at home.
We need to go get some then.
It's not something that needs to be done right away, but it is something that is going to need to be done. The caulk around all these is old and
Wouldn't it be better to do it before the storm comes though?
Probably, but it's not going to be the end of the world because the fact that we strapped this thing down as it is, I don't think it's gonna hurt it too bad. It's caulked around the outside, so we're not getting water in, as long as it's good and covered.
What are you working on?
I'm gonna put a dock light on so that we can see right here we're going. The ones that you came up with, they work great, but this will give us light literally right here.
Oh, okay.
And West Marine had it on sale, so you know if anything's on sale at West Marine, you got to get it.
Right. Because West Marine never has what I would call a sale.
When we do this plexiglass, it is going to be that thinner one. It's not going to be the 1/4 inch.
Okay.
Though a 1/4 inch would fit.
We're looking around trying to find a glass company that will actually cut. Darren's wanting to do it himself, but that makes me a little nervous.
At some point, you want to just replace this hatch?
That's the plan. We had thought about replacing the hatch, but here's the problem. Finding a hatch for this year Hunter has not been easy.
Give me a week. Alright, I need the foam tape.
Okay. It's under all the fenders. Yeah, we got new fenders and stuff today as well to be ready for the storm.
Actually, I'll take it. Well, does Darren have a toolbox up there, or is it down in the boat already?
I believe it's down in the boat.
Alright. I'm gonna go look for a screwdriver real quick. I'm gonna check all these screws, make sure they're tight.
Alright, we'll check back with you and see what Darren's project here is gonna end up being here in a few minutes. Alright.
So, as far as the screws and the hatch go, since we have some stripped out, that's kind of, it is what it is at this point. We've got to get it ready for whatever storm's coming. But, so I figure we'll put this down, go ahead and make it where it seals and covers, because as long as it ain't leaking, it'll be alright for now. But I think we're going to end up having to just replace this whole hatch and buy whatever bullet comes with that. But now the fun part of getting this stuff to stay down in there. Do we have a rag? I'm thinking about it.
I don't know if we've got any rags or not.
I think there's a towel down there.
Oh.
Looking at this, I need to clean that out real quick before I put that in there. Because don't want to make that mistake twice. Done that before.
Got a shop rack in the Jeep, I think.
Let's see here.
Darren got the light on.
Small boat, big person. Here we go. I got some paper towels, Darren.
You got it?
Yeah. Well, this top gasket will still be flat when I pick the hatch back up. That, or it'll be poking up in a corner and I'll have to adjust it. Watch your arm.
Toodles.
Hello.
Shows me what's going on.
It doesn't help if that thing's loose right there.
What's loose? Oh, yeah, I can tighten that up. Oh, we've only got the one corner popped up. That's not too bad. And then we've still got this track inside, which when we tighten down the strap on it, it'll seal everything up good and solid. So, at least for a temporary fix, it's gonna hold. Yeah.
Good job.
Ain't gonna have no problems out of that.
Excellent. So Nick, what did your dad find?
the caulk I was looking for the screws.
So what does that mean?
I'm not taking it back apart.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Watch me.
You have to.
Why?
Because
It
your
is
dad said.
He did not. And it is sealed enough.
Darren,
Mhm.
he needs to do it over, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Thanks. Hey Darren, what are you doing?
Well, I figured while Nick was working on the hatch and sealing that, in the words of Jerry Reed, since we got a long ways to go and a short time to get there with the storm coming, I'm gonna go ahead and start testing some of this wire. You see how it works. Obviously there's a socket from this one and the wire that went to it. It's obviously gonna have to be replaced because that's not gonna go in there very good anymore. And it's all torn apart. I don't know if you saw that or not, but there's the, see, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna test some wire and see what we got, see if it's at least got any power coming up in through here.
If there's no power coming up through there, boy, you're gonna have a lot of fun getting new wire through there, huh?
Yeah, we'll have to trace it from right here. It's inside the hole, so that's my worry, is I'm hoping it's exposed somewhere up underneath here that I can get to, because it's going to run all the way to the battery in the back. Get old, I can't see what I've got here.
Nick, how's your project coming?
Slow, steady. Be done sometime this month. It's good enough for government work, you know.
Okay, good news is we do have power. We do have electrical current.
It's alive!
It's alive. So that's good news. We've got electrical current on that side. Okay.
So does that mean the wire's still perfectly fine, or do you need to inspect the wire still?
Well, I don't like that. I don't think you can see it here. That's a good question, because actually I'm checking here. I don't know if you can see I've got red and black wire here, but coming from the boat underneath, it's essentially, it's too tight for me to bring it. I don't know if you can see this or not. It's just got two gray wire.
Yeah.
So I have to strip that. And the same from up here. So it's obviously not the original wiring, because that's electrical tape, and splicing is not the way the manufacturer would have done it. So I don't know.
So you're still going to be making a trip and through the hole up through there?
I don't know. It shows a pretty good thing. I just don't like. I may redo it instead of using the electrical tape. I may actually use the little clamps to clamp it together. Make it look a little bit cleaner than that. See if we can. Yeah, because that's. Not exactly the way I want the lighting done with electrical tape. It's all about worn off.
All right, we'll check back with you here in a few minutes and see what else you're testing and find out what else we got. You making a plan, Fender Man?
Yeah, trying to figure out where I want to place these. I want to protect the wide part here, coming to there. The problem is, I want to make sure it doesn't in any way get where it can turn and get into here.
Set it between these two, you'll be good.
So right there.
Yep.
Okay, we're here at our favorite hangout. We thought we'd come get one last lunch and have a drink and kind of chill and relax before the rest of the storm hits. But as you can tell, the water is rising and the boats are definitely on the move. But so far, the ore house is good. There's boats been coming in. Hadn't seen anybody leaving yet, but I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna come down, check their lines one last time. But the water is definitely higher, because if you can look down here, you normally do not see water this high ever. It's usually the rocks that are underneath there, and you can see them all the way around, but all the way around, it's really, really high. So, yeah, it's gonna get interesting. Clouds blowing in, and you can tell that the water's getting pushed into Bayou Chico. That's where our boat is, so it's definitely getting higher. All right, it's gonna be fun. All right, so the water's just, you know, a little high. So if you remember from our previous videos, the water's, you know, nowhere near the dock. We usually have to, you know, step down onto the boat. And now, of course, we're stepping up on the boat. If you're going for it, don't go in the water. So, yeah, water's definitely coming on up. So, yeah, all the boats are high. It's gonna be kind of curious. I mean, look at the dock over here. It's usually nowhere near that. So she's coming on strong. So we'll see. Much more. The water be over this dock at least. A little bit more. It'll be over the pier here. This is the bay side of the boardwalk. You see some people out here, I guess looking for shells. But you got all kinds of water coming up all the way around. It's blowing. It's blowing hard. It's pretty significantly strong gusts coming in. Erosion already on this side. Bunch of surge coming in. Wind blowing hard. Surge is definitely coming in. And what better day deserve.
Made to ion combustion chambers that fire without flux and saved a bunch of money working parts on drops so I could eat. Switch to all kinds of glass and use the speed on my tanks. Every call has got the fuels in my car, breathe the air.
This is the bay side under the pavilions. And this is blowing my GoPro really hard. This is how much water is coming in. To see all the surge and the water coming up. People are leaving Pensacola Beach hard and fast. People are getting off the island. This poor little guy, he's having a hard time in the wind too. Seagulls are even having a hard time staying upright. They're having to walk sideways. She's coming hard and fast. Buddy, you better find somewhere to get. I hear there's a hurricane coming. Alright, now I gotta walk back over to the... That's how deep the water is. There's no walking anywhere through there. The whole marina is full of deep water. You hear the halyards blowing, and the wind blowing hard, rain's coming on significantly. Rain's starting to sting when it hits you. Yeah, it's blowing. It's blowing hard. Yeah, take a look. There's Darren and Nick over there on that walkway. You can see them. Water's up over them. They're walking out to see the boats. Yeah, it's bad. Getting bad. This is the beginning of Hurricane Sally here at Pensacola Beach. Winds are coming on up, and that is the surf right now on the beach side. surge because the water is never up this high. It is definitely coming on up. And it doesn't actually hit until tomorrow morning.
And down towards the bay. Water coming up on the street. Look at the bay outside of backside of Wahoo Stadium. A lot choppier than normal. Kind of looks a little bit more like the Gulf waters out on the beach. Let me see it, probably not before the whole ship's still in town. Close to waist high where the concrete cylinders are at. The water's already up on the electrical box. Bayfront on the backside of Halifax Pier. Park bench. Area that a lot of us often come and hang out, walk around, look around the boats, sit down on the bench for a little while. You can probably still sit on the bench, your knees and feet may get a little wet.
You want to test how deep it is?
Okay, it is about 8:30. Hurricane's due to hit 7 a.m. So right now we've got quite a bit of rain. Kind of pan over this direction in the light so you can see the mist and the wind. It's already kicking up. It's been pretty well raining for about 3 days straight now. Not like this, not like with the rain, but I mean not with the wind, but just pretty much rain. So now we're starting to get the elements of the wind in place. So it's starting to come on, a little stronger. We have not lost power yet. There are several friends of mine that have, and they're pretty well staying in constant communication with us and letting us know. The guys have gone over to check on the boat yet again. That they're going to continue to do that throughout the hurricane to make sure everything's okay with the boat. So flooding is definitely an issue. Wind is not an issue as of yet. Okay, so doing a little update. I'm getting ready to try and go get some sleep because the worst of the storm is yet to come. It is about 10:30 and the wind has definitely significantly picked up. The rain is much more than what it had been. Some of the bushes and stuff are kind of blowing around out here, as in like blowing out of the ground now. We're actually starting to see some movement damage now. But so far we still have power, which is a miracle because a lot of places don't have power. It's getting there as far as, significance goes. You can definitely tell now that it is bearing down on us. It's got several hours yet before it is going to fully hit, but it's on its way, definitely. But just wanted to share an update so you could kind of see how it's going. We're gonna go try and get some rest. There went one of the lights. So yes, it's definitely increasing. So I'm gonna go get some rest before it gets worse, because I got a gut feeling it's probably going to yet. We have not been able to get down to the boat. There's a lot of trees down, a lot of roads that are blocked. So between here and the boat, it's probably not going to be able to happen. The guys went out to do an attempt to run to go check, and there was a power line down and a tree down in that path that they tried. So if they do go out tomorrow, they'll have to go a whole different way and see if they can wind their way through the streets to make it over there. So at this point, we're just hoping for the best. All right, we will check back in with you. There, the light came back on. We'll check back in with you later. If I wake up during the night from sound of wind or anything, any alarms that we have go off, I will get a video for you. And other than that, we will see you tomorrow morning. Okay, so we've been up since about 5. The wind woke us up, roaring. Overnight, during the time that we went to sleep, I think we went to bed probably about, I want to say about 10:30, somewhere around there. And it was actually slowing down. It was a Cat 1 at that point. It was supposedly slowing down to possibly going back to, a low 1, maybe even a tropical storm. We weren't really concerned about it at that point. So we thought, well, we're just gonna go to bed and get some sleep, get up, go check on the boat, everything will be fine. Well, the power went out about midnight, and could hear the wind, but it really wasn't that bad. Oh, it gets pretty bad by the window here, but wasn't really that bad. So we went to sleep. Everything was fine, no worries, and woke up about 5 to just this roaring loud sound, and the winds were just like insane. So grabbed my phone, went down, checked on everybody, and looked at the updates to see kind of where we were. Well, the storm had strengthened overnight and moved east yet again. So it was going to hit on the other side of Mobile. So we were going to be, you know, there again on the bad side of it, but it slowed down. So we weren't really expecting that bad. So evidently it had strengthened to a high Cat 2, and it had moved over, so we were now facing a high Cat 2 with more of a direct hit on the bad side. So we've been sitting in the dark from about 5 to it's about 6 something now. So we're just now starting to get first light of it. There's not a whole lot of damage outside at all. Keegan just said yet. We're hearing stuff blowing around, metal blowing around out front. You can tell off in the distance in the dark, you could see the street lights even through the trees from several blocks over, because you see these green glows going through the sky where the wind is whipping up the green lights, the traffic lights, and you can see them glowing through the mist and everything. So that was kind of cool to see. But the palm trees over here, boy, they're dancing around. The trees are really just getting it. Significant flooding, not right here right now, but down towards the water in the Bay Area. A lot of flooding going on. A friend of mine said she lives in Myrtle Beach, so she contacted me and said that she could see on the Weather Channel where there was about 3 foot of water in downtown. That's about 5 miles from us, but we're really fortunate because our house is up on a huge hill right there at the bay. So we're pretty well protected as far as that goes, but the downtown area is completely flooded out, and really worried and concerned for little Resurgence right now, because we weren't expecting quite this for her. So we're not real sure what to expect. Hopefully if some of this dies down, you know, and we get a little more confident about our situation, we may go try and check and see where we're at on that. But we definitely won't be doing that anytime soon. We will check in with you guys after a while. So this is actually hurricane day then, because up until now we've been building up to it, kind of watching it gradually come in, and now we are at game day. Yeah, the window keeps moving. Oh, there goes something blowing off. All right, well, I will check in with you later, guys. Heads down.
Not gonna have all this. They got buses and all that.
It's pretty bad, y'all.
It's like Matthew bad. The big bangs are here, but it's probably trees falling.
That's us driving over the trees.
No, that big bang we heard dying.
hear a single tree fall the whole time, actually. For as many as that are down. I guess if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, it doesn't make any sense.
The moisture and all the.
We are headed to the boat to see if we can see anything. Hopefully the boat is there.
They may bring some more down.
There are tons of trees down, lots of damage.
Are you going to catch
Yeah, we've practically driven over a forest already. And it's... Oh, we got a big tree now.
We went through the eye wall. It takes about an hour and a half to get through the eye wall. And we're expecting picking up some winds as we come around to the backside of the eye wall, but nothing like going through the front side. Now our friends in Santa Rosa County, North Santa Rosa County, north of Escambia County, experiencing some of that eye wall now. So it's just super slow moving. It's still we're at a Category 1 now.
Fort Walton Beach, Crestview, all getting heavy theater bands as well. So, Tim McGraw now. This is called Mama.
Mama!
You want to look back and I'll look forward? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And there is a truck inside there. Alright, we're heading into the marina.
I'm going to park over here. Sorry, you're going to have to walk a little bit, but I'm not driving through all that.
I want to see. Is the boat there?
Yep.
All these boats are there, so our boats are fine.
She looks a little low, but...
Pretty good. There's one sunk a couple down from us.
So you come over to see our damage and misfortune. That's all us. Dang. There's the back side of the boat. Hey, Darren. This is the boat we're looking at buying. The back end of our boat is rubbing on a pylon over there. I mean, right there. We should have put a fender there. You see it?
Yeah. We're rubbing against the pile on there. Which one? our boat, the pylon right there, the rear one. Yeah. It's because that line's all.
Alright.
If I sent you up that forward line, you think that could pull it forward?
Theirs. Look inside their boat. Look, it appears their finger's gone.
Healed over a lot. The rest of these are all healing. Alright, here's our first winner.
Jeez.
Damn, finger's gone.
Oh my gosh, Daddy.
The fenders landed perfectly. They've got one over there that's touching that boat and one sitting on that pylon. He held up pretty well.
Jeez, look at this. It got on the other side of the finger. Look
That's
at that.
There's literally one rope holding the entire boat.
Look at their hatch. It's a miracle it's even.
We got water.
Careful, this is leaning. Wow, oh my gosh. Look at their poor sails.
Alright. Hey, pay attention to your steps and how the wood's working underneath.
Yeah. This is all broken up down here. This slammed into this.
That boat's under the dock right there.
Yeah. Sweet baby encore. Love that boat. Jesus.
Fender landed right behind the pylon.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, it gets better for pylon.
Light. Oh my God, my poor breakaway. Look at this. I love this boat. Look at her. Oh my gosh, you poor thing. That's my poor baby. Oh my gosh. gosh, look at this, y'all.
Alright, water's coming up through the wood up here, so.
We were freaking blessed.
Fantastic hole.
Yeah, let's go before the wind.
To the back hatch?
Yeah. We gotta get off this side of the dock.
Hey, bless your heart. You good? I'm telling you.
You made it relatively unscathed.
Yeah.
You're the lucky one on this side.